we were very clear that we wanted to provoke more action and also ensure that there is a collaboration from the industry in provoking this action.
I think the brief was fairly simple, and we all know the liking that creative people have for social causes when it comes to print advertising. But this time it was a legit one.
There was no ambiguity in the brief, there were no layers in the brief. And I think the best briefs are like that. You give a starting point, you give a point of inspiration, and you let the creative take lead from there. And the proof that it was a good brief lies in the fact of the number of entries that came in and the sharpness of work.
A lot of people have been talking about, that print is dying and digital is taking over and all that. I think it's important to highlight the fact that, the romance of the print medium, the romance of that big press ad that you see, and when you wake up, the first thing that you see when you wake up in the morning is still there.
If you use the strength of the medium to make an argument for the brand as brilliantly as you can, you're just going to do better than if you don't.
As Times of India, we've always been convinced about the power of print because we know that Times of India is the only medium through its newspaper that impacts all the five senses.
In a case like this where you want to further a social cause and you want collaboration to happen and credibility to be induced, the consumer is sitting at a point where he or she is able to receive this message and also be engaged in a medium like print. So for this message, we believe print is a great medium to actually further this cause.
Is that it is not one issue that people are looking at, but issue which can be bifurcated into many more things. For example, the same girl child issue, educating a girl child, has been looked at from the angle of equality, gender equality. Somebody has looked at it from how it can impact racially to educate a girl child. I think there are very, very strong ideas that have come through, and I think it's going to be tough for the jury, and I know it has been very, very tough for the jury to come up with the best answer.
There are certain specific lines of thinking and many acts along those lines. There have been a few surprising ones, but I think overall I would say that the effort has been fantastic. I think the one thing that I felt was a little lacking was the use of a genuine insight in a print ad.
Just because it's words on a paper, don't make it about clever usage of words or clever usage of visuals. Try to find the root of the problem, right? Try to find a human thing that is wrong or right about it.
There were nearly 1,000 entries from across the country, so that's like 1,000 creative teams of 2,000 people out there who thought and believed in the power of print and tried to do something that they could, using the power of print to amplify the proposition of educating the girl child, which is very, very important.
That's not the biggest thing, is tremendous energy and lots of ideas I can see enthusiasm was amazing.
There were, I think, 400 agencies participating, which essentially means that the whole industry has come together about this cause. And some of the entries that we have selected, I think, are going to provoke action and create the kind of impact that we set ourselves as an objective.